fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with the Gypsy King. How you feeling, Tyson?
Feeling, smelling like $1 million.
You obviously
say 50 million bucks.
Ooh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean it's done?
What?
You just said you smell like $50 million.
Smell like it.
All right, well, anyways, you're here.
Nothing's done because nothing's going on. What are you talking about? Is what done?
Fight.
What fight?
With Anthony Joshua.
Please. You just speak to the promoters, don't speak to me. Because video evidence can be used in a court of law against you, I found out recently.
Okay, so what's going on with arbitration? Are you able to say anything on that?
No comment. You need to speak to the lawyers. I don't know anything, I'm just a dumb boxer.
Obviously, the number one goal for you is to stay active. You don't want to stay out of the ring for too long. So, I mean, like we were...
Already 14 months, it's me 15 months out of the ring. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it ain't working. Because that means shape.
But, so what can we expect then? I know, like, we're all sort of just waiting. We keep hearing it's almost done, it's almost done.
Some vintage 1992 boxing cards. Sorry? You're hearing all these things are done, right, but I don't know anything. Like I say, you need to speak to Eddie or Bob or Frank.
Well, unfortunately, we do ask them, and they seem to be sort of all conflicting stories, which is what's making up this...
What are they saying?
Okay, well, Eddie, who obviously at this point has now vowed to pretty much give it a rest because it's...
Calendar. He's promised every single date on the calendar so far this year. Yes. Go on, Eddie. Listen, the one thing I will say about Eddie, though, is he's trying his best to make this fight happen, whatever fight that is. And, yeah, he's working hard, so credit to him.
Frank Warren said that they received another offer, or like a redo of the draft.
I don't know. You're not going to...
You're killing me right now.
Get anything out of me about contracts or business. I don't know anything about it. And if I did, I wouldn't say it on camera because, like I said, I can get used in court against me.
All right. Well, then you're obviously here in Dallas to support Billy Joe. There was a lot going on this week.
Yes.
A lot that we actually didn't even know whether or not we were going to be able to see the fight this coming weekend, but Canelo's team went ahead and agreed to the 22-foot ring.
Yes.
I know that you had spoken with Billy about it, and I know you did a brief post about it on social media, but what were your thoughts?
I think that the 22-foot ring is fair. I had a lot of input myself on getting that ring, and a lot of other people did as well. So, yeah, we finally got there in the end. Why would they want him to fight in an 18-foot ring? Give the man a fair chance at it. He's in the other man's country. It seems to be all stacked against him. So, listen, give him a fair chance at the whip and let him win.
Billy Joe seems to be in the best shape of his life. I don't think we've ever seen him look this way. What do you think of it?
I haven't seen him stripped off naked, but I will do later, and I'll let you know what I think.
You're fucking killing me right now. You are fucking killing me.
No, he's in fantastic shape, Billy Joe is. Best I've ever seen him. He's been working with Greg Marriott, the magic man over there, all bald head. And he's been working for the last couple of weeks with George Lockhart. So together they've done a good job with him. And he's going to come in on weight. He's not going to be weight drained. He's going to be looking amazing, shining like a glass bottle, full of baby oil.
Your brother, Tommy's here. I asked him about what the status was on a fight with Jake Paul. What do you make of him potentially facing Jake Paul?
It's fantastic for boxing. You got two reality TV stars, two young people with a lot of following influence. I think it's great for the game. It brings a lot of eyes to the game. And it's good for the sport. I think it brings a lot of new viewing people to boxing, and it's fresh for the young women and the young boys out there who don't know about boxing, but now they do because of these two. So be a great fight, but I think Tommy wins by knockout.
Jake Paul said that the 50-50 was completely off the table. It wasn't going to happen. What would you consider a fair percentage split?
I don't know. I don't get involved in all that sort of stuff. If they want to fight, let them fight. If they don't, talk about business and all that shite. It seems to me that when people don't want fights, they bring the old business card out like, oh, this is my card, talk to my lawyer. It's like, you want to fight, motherfucker, or not?
Andy Ruiz had his performance over this past weekend against Chris Arreola. Many people expected a bit more of him, but given that he has been out of the ring for quite some time, what did you make?
I thought it was a good fight. You know, Chris has still obviously got a lot left. He's been a warrior. He's a road veteran in this game. Andy, for me, has lost too much weight. He needs to go back up to 260 pounds minimum, 262, 263, and stop thinking about what people think of him being chubby or whatever. I'm chubby. I don't care. I'm 270 pounds plus. And he can go on from there. Win's a win, and yeah, upwards and onwards.
Where are you?
Parker, Derek Chisora. What about that one? Great fight.
That was a great fight. In fact, when I interviewed both Andy Lee and Joseph Parker, they both were pretty much in agreement that it could have been better, but that Joseph didn't follow the instructions the way he should have. Yeah. Yes.
Pretty different when you're in there, though, and you've got a man punching you back in the face. You can't always follow exact instructions. We're not robots, we're only human beings. But, you know, they only had 8 weeks together, first training camp, and like I said, a win's a win, so onwards again. Maybe even get a rematch with Derek Chisora if that's available, or even move on to somebody else. Who knows? But one thing I do know is Andy and Joe are a great team, and you're going to see some amazing boxing from them in the future.
How did you see the fight?
I didn't get to see the fight, if I'm being honest. I only saw a bit of highlights because I couldn't get DAZN here for some horrible reason, and I couldn't get to see the fight. So,
Chris Eubank Jr. had placed a 10,000-pound bet that Billy Joe Saunders gets knocked out. Would you like to respond to that?
You know, I can't get involved in beef between two rivals. It's entirely up to them. They're two boxers. They've been at each other's throats for years. Billy Joe obviously beat Eubank, so it was what it was, and they've got beef going on. And you know, I think it's a big fight down the line, and I think they need to talk it up more. After Billy Joe beats this fella, then everyone will want to fight Billy Joe, then, won't they? And it's a big fight for him back in England. It always has been, and I think it always will be. Big rivalry. So I'm not going to get involved in two guys' beef. It's nothing to do with me. It's in boxing, and they need to build it up more and keep talking shit. That's what you do.
What can we expect from you tomorrow at the press conference between Canelo and Billy Joe? You can be vocal.
You're going to expect a sexy motherfucker with a tan. Yeah. I'm gonna bring sexy back to the conference tomorrow. I've got a nice outfit planned. What time is it?
I actually don't know the time.
It's got to be. Is it open to the public?
Well, maybe media and stuff. The weigh-in is, though. Did you know that?
Nope, I didn't know, but I'll be representing a media outlet anyway. So if I need to be a media outlet, people, I will, representing the Traveller's Times.
Oh, God. All right, Tice. Anything else you got to give me?
What else do I know? I'm having an absolute fantastic time in America. I was supposed to go home on the 10th, on Sunday the 10th, or Monday the 10th, whenever that is. But I'm extending for another month. I bought a house in Vegas, so I'm going to start living here more now. Going to be spending...
You really bought a house here?
Bought a house here, yeah. A really nice house in a nice neighbourhood. Safe location, on a golf course, nice pools. Really good. I was really happy with it. Not no big, massive mansion, 20 million mansion, 20,000 square feet. Just a manageable property, what can be easily maintained while I'm not here. So I'm happy with that.
You get good bang for your buck in Vegas, though.
You do. You get nice properties for your money in Vegas, and it's a nice place to train and good weather for the heat. I'm looking to be bringing my family over, Paris and the kids, in the next 2-3 weeks.
What does she do? What does she do?
What do you mean?
Paris, what does she do with the baby?
I thought you said, what does she do? I'm like, look after fucking 5 kids all day. No, when's she due? Middle of August. So, yeah, you know, so get her over here, get a bit of sun on her back. She's been working really hard at home, moving into another house. So, yeah, it's been crazy for her, and I've not been able to be there, so very proud of her, and keep going, babe. You're doing a fantastic job.
Shout out to Paris.
Big shout out, Mammy Button.
All right, Tice, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, as always.
You're very welcome. And if you can think of anything else that you might want to ask me later on, feel free to ask.
That's a new chain. I've not seen that chain before.
This chain's old. I bought this chain in 2011 after I beat Chisora for the first time. And I bought it in London, and I bought this one. I couldn't really afford to buy it. And I spent most of my money on it that I got for the first Chisora fight, actually. And I don't really wear bling bling, you know me, I don't really wear all that stuff like chains and jewellery and stuff, but this was one piece that I've kept hold of throughout my full life nearly, and it's a sentimental thing. So yeah, that's a little bit of information.
Backstory. All right, Tice, we'll, I'm sure, catch up.
And I will see you later. Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, we'll catch up, obviously, if not tomorrow, the day after. So thank you again. Bye, fight fans.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else